Hey, Purplaki, what's happening? I've been to that wine distribution place, and they don't allow parcels for random peoples. So I'm gonna check a couple of places in the town later when they open up, and we'll see what they go and what they say. You got the same of you? What with the fluffy lining? I tell you, man, these are bouncy. I put them on, threw away my other ones, and I took a couple of steps, and it was like, these are bouncy, and they're fluffy. And only €12. You've got no fluffy lining, mate. Send me your address, I'll send you a pair. For €12, I can nearly buy like 100 pairs of them. Jammies. Well, 10 pairs. Uh, these are available from Ale Hop. I don't know if you've got Ale Hop in Wales, in England. But here in Spain, we got plenty of Ale Hop. And then they got a big cow outside in the front doors. And we just love to walk past and ring the bell. I don't normally go in there because it's like one of those gimmick shops. Right? But I wanted a pair of socks initially. I got 2 pairs of socks. Something to soften my feet up with, you know? All that fucking rubbing of them shoes I was wearing were doing me no good at all. Yeah, no chance of me feet healing. And so, yeah, bought myself a couple of pairs of socks. €3 one pair, and €5 another pair. Socks are expensive. Hola. Hi. Hiya, guapos. For me, I would never wear normal shoes or boots, trainers and all that whatnot without wearing socks. No fucking way. But those slippery things, you know, you don't wear socks with slippers. You buy the merino wool ones. 10 to €12 a pair. Whoa! And how do you wash them? How do you clean them? Are they alright? Put them in the washing machine? Do you have to hand wash them? Socks I used to like used to come from the military, yeah, the surplus stores. Big, thick, green, fluffy ones. Yeah. I know I can get socks cheaper, but these were in the front window crying out for weeks and weeks and weeks, and so I just had to give in. You might, you might, when you see them in a minute, if I can sort this out. In a minute, you might see why I had to get them. with me. Trying to position the bag so it holds the phone. Oh dear. Right, well, I'll do it one-handed. These one got sausage dogs on them. Yeah? These got dogs on them. Okay, they're upside down. So, there. They got dogs. Woof, woof. That's one pair. Hold up. Hold up, guapos. And here's the other pair. They says they're for up to a size 46. But when I tried them on, it was like trying to put a water balloon on the Japsy rather than the Durex. You know those tiny little water bombs? Yeah? Trying to put one of them on the manhood. That's what these socks were like. It's a happy days, eh? Some good news-ish. Some good news. Remember yesterday I was saying about that street tramp fella that begged €1.50 off me, and it took him nearly a month to give me a joint? Well, I know somebody had a word in his ear and said, you know, like, what was it, day before yesterday, he gave me a spliff. Why not? Well, today he gave me 2 joints. Came over with his mate, all humble, and happy days. When reading, turning on the YouTube today, I went and checked my messages, and I get this message from the Paul Dunn 822, and he says, "You're worthless. You ain't worth nothing." That's what he says to me. But yet, in the eyes of some of the peoples that I've met, and especially that street tramp that asked me for 150 more than a month ago, yeah, I'm worth something. There's a fellow from Galicia, keeps trying to sit with me, but he does me fucking head in, because he whispers. He doesn't talk loud. He talks very quietly. I'm worth something to him. And you know what? There's an Irish lady on the streets here. When she recognized I can speak English, she said, "Can we meet up and chat? I've got a lot to talk about." I said, "I like listening. And I've got a bit of sound wise head, that if there's anything of a topic that I understand, I'll give my opinion, and I'll give me sound advice." Did I tell you about this fella from Iceland? He got robbed of his mobile phone, his tablet, his fucking bank cards, everything. That happened a few weeks ago now, because he spent about a week begging in the city, panhandling. He managed to go to Iceland and return with a brand new passport, brand new bank cards, brand new SIM cards in less than a week. Well, I was expecting him to go on the Sunday. I think we went to Santa Pola. I think we went to Santa Pola on the Friday. And he was going on a Sunday to Iceland. He was back in Alicante before me. Been to Iceland and back. To sort out his stolen goods. Or the things that had been stolen from him. Yeah. Saying stolen goods sounds like something dodgy. But no, he was robbed and he had to replace his things. Well, Saturday I was back here and I think I seen him Saturday. And he said after all of that, he's used up his monthly allowance. Because somebody gave me 70 euros a couple of days ago. I'm there walking around with this money in my rucksack. And I sees him today. And I says, are you stuck for money until you get paid? Here, 20 euros. I can't take that off you. You're on the streets. You're the same as me. You're in a worse state than I am. I said, listen, yeah, you've been good to a lot of peoples. A lot of people are good to me. If I can't share with somebody that is down on their luck due to other people fucking them up, I says, then what good is it? What good is it? And what's the whole point? He pulled out his cigarette box and he said, I can have a celebrational cigarette now. He only had 4 left in his packet. He'd be a couple of days without, or maybe a couple of weeks. I don't know when next month is. What, fucking couple of weeks? He'd be a couple of weeks without cigarettes. He'd be out on the streets, arm and egging, panhandling, like me. When he said when he gets paid, he'll return it, I said, if it happens, it happens. Yeah, don't make promises. Anything can happen between here and there. I might decide to go off and not come back to Alicante. I might die. You might die. The world might go into war. There might be a big electronic blackout. So you relax and enjoy. I know that you got a little something. Happy days. So that's why I bought me shoes. Or I was after coming out of the shoes, buying my shoes. I went off to get a bottle of water, came back to the bench, and there he was, sat there waiting. Not waiting, but there he was. Now, there are 3 people listening, and I've refreshed the messages. There ain't no messages coming in since the sock conversation. So it's just a little tickle and a little poke and a prod. Hey, that fella Paul Dunn that says that Steve Harden worth nothing. Now, going through the 36 comments, there's myself, himself, and Head of Turtle. Reading Paul Dunn's messages, he's sour. He is sour. He is extremely venomous. And if you have a look at the venomous messages that comes from him, when I point out the fact, because he says, Steve, you've got no friends. And I says, but you've got all your friends on YouTube. Or something like this. He fired off with a very venomous comment. Hey, Kelly Betty. What's happening, my dear? YouTube, for me, is a bit like video games that I haven't played yet. You got it cold. Oh. I tell you what, Kelly Betty. Walking around this morning, there was some of these signs. They were saying 31 Celsius. Another one said 29 Celsius. And other ones were saying 26 Celsius. Yeah. So depending on what street we were on, whether we were getting the sunshine or the wind, or wind and sunshine, or it was completely shaded. The completely shaded roads baffled me the most. But then what I'm recognizing is there's heat rising from the ground. You can wet the floor in certain places and it will be dry in 5 minutes. You can wet the floor in other places and it'll take a long time for that to dry. It might even still be wet tomorrow. That's what we've got just in this one city. It's absolutely bonkers. And just for reassurance, Kelly, if I was a hardcore tough guy, swear down now, I wouldn't give a fuck about walking into Russia and walking to Canada. Alaska, Canada. But because I'm a little bit of a wimp, I'm not going to Russia. No. Too fucking cold. And when I have a look at your comment there, there's 4C, that's far too cold for me. Far too cold. Not for me. That's why I'm happy on the streets in Spain. And I knew I'd be happy on the streets of Spain when I was back in Bristol. I remember saying to myself and my mates, if I ever get to Spain, I don't care. I won't care if I'm homeless. I've been homeless in the fucking -18 in the southwest of England. I've been in -10 in Southern Ireland. -42. Fuck that. That would kill me. Mentally and physically. I wouldn't enjoy that at all. So one thing I'll tell you, Kelly Betty, you's a lot tougher than me to be able to survive that year after year after year. Yeah, miss, yeah? I couldn't manage it. No way. Not here or anywhere. No. Didn't have anything to smoke yesterday. We were up in the town earlier. Had a nice clump of meat and a bone. Grizzles had the bone. And I cut the roast potatoes. Oh, the shop I've been walking past and is not been open. It's not had the food that I've been looking for. I honestly thought it was a different restaurant. time and time again, walking past, walking past. But today, I recognized the food I wanted. Uh, it was on. It was there. Do you get me? Yeah. Big lump of meat, like a fist-sized lump of meat, beef, and a big bone coming out of it, so it looks bigger. Huh? And yeah, there's our Grizz, happy, snoozing. And he's looking. We down in the park with the Australian fig trees. Now, something I wanted to ask people's. I got tagged earlier, or so I get told in my notifications. I go to the mentions, and it isn't there. Is that what it is? Is it they post it and then delete it? Oh, that was my question. Does anybody know what that malarkey's all about? Nope, I don't know the channel. When I search for the channel, it doesn't appear either. Is a channel going for what do you call it when them's using celebrities and yeah, celebrity names, or something through the commercial world. Is it clout chasing or clickbaiting or something like that? You know, if I was to use Eminem's title, you know, channel title, I recognized this a couple of years ago. Yeah, somebody set up their clickbaiting. Nice one. So that's what Bants and Rants is up to, yeah? He's clickbaiting. Because there's a big sports channel called Rants and Bants. And when the Sparky was setting up his, backup channel, because he was losing his channel, people were striking him big time. And he panicked. Yeah, he clickbaited, right? So that's what that is, clickbaiting. When you use something of the commercial world to get the attention, something that's already existing, means that you're half brain dead. You ain't got an imagination to create something of your own. So he says, "Oh, those people are getting million views. I want their viewers. I want their subscribers." And this is what they do. This is what he done. And this is this is what running through my mind at the moment. Clickbaiting. Who else is responsible for clickbaiting? Loads of them. It says we've got a 20% chance of rain today. And what was going to be stormy Friday, apparently is going to be stormy Thursday, tomorrow. So we're looking forward to that. Hey, you see my new footwear? You notice I've got a new hoodie, new t-shirt, new trousers, new shoes. With all these sores that I've got, and they're not healing because I'm stubborn, keep wearing the same footwear, and the same thing keeps happening. The rubbing on the sores. Today, I had a little bit of an insight to update my footwear. Or, you know, like a few days ago, I've had the insight to update my footwear, but today I actually went through with it. The scars are shining through. They're looking at me scars. The more I get wrinklier, the more the scars stand out. So any adventures, Kelly? You going on any adventures? You gonna stay on the island where you at? What's the story? I mean, if it's 4 Celsius now, and it's October, I got a feeling it will be a lot colder by December and January. We had a woman earlier told me to tighten Grizzles' chain. He was sleeping. So as she walked past, I never touched his chain. I turned my back on her. When she passed, I barked and woofed. Just to tease her. And the Muck Monkey was still sleeping. I mean, how rude. How very rude of that woman. I came down here thinking I'd have a siesta. But I've been busy watching the clouds instead. Five listening, 5 thumbs up. I'm gonna refresh the messages again. Oh. Noisy with all them cars driving past, isn't it? Wow. Cut me nails today. Except that one. On both hands. Kind of upset me. Because I've been like playing with my hair. Catching it between my nails. And enjoying it. Now I can't do it. Went to the chemist today. Wanted to get some clove oil. Fucking €8 a bottle. The thing is, I don't need clove oil too often. And so, you know, I came away thinking I don't really need to buy it just yet. Wanted to buy some bees properlies as well. 16 euros. Fucking hell. Now, let me tell you what bees properlies is. Yeah? All them dead flies and dead wasps and dead bees, all the shit that gets pushed out of the hive, yeah? That's what they make properlies with. So why the fuck is it 15 quid for a little bottle? Baffles the hell out of me. But then I'm so used to getting it for free. You know, it's, yeah, there's a stinger along there somewhere. And yeah, having to pay, I haven't bought the bottle, but eventually I will. Unless I can find a honey shop. If I can find a honey shop, then I'll potentially find the properties cheaper. And this black stuff that's coming from somewhere Arabic. It looks like hashish, but it's not. Apparently it's supposed to give you energy and clear everything. I seen that in the shop first time. Shijit, or I think it's Shijit, something like that. Yeah. So I'm not seeing any messages. Messages have seemed to have frozen, or nobody's commenting. What does that button do? A 49... Wait. Oh dear. I think that was a 49-second retouch on. Don't really want that. What's that camera do? Show live video. Don't know what that is. Oh dear. Don't know what these buttons are doing, but I pressed them all. Oh dear. There's another palm tree, but that's not the palm tree top. No, that's the top of that view over there. That's right, if you haven't guessed, I'm sitting on one of my favorite benches. wonder what that button does. That one ends it. Oh, that's for sharing. Start a poll. Well, where does that appear then? There's a row of palm trees all the way through this park. It's quite a tourist attraction. And a lot of dog walkers like to come here. And it's nearly getting to that time now where a lot more dog walkers will be out and about. Yep. What battery we got? 39%. I'll stop at 40 minutes, which is like 10 seconds from now. Thank you, Kelly Betty, and Purple Aki, and a few others that have clicked in. And bye for now.